Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm asking you to choose the stone that resonates with your intuition for your daily reading. All right, and I'll put timestamps in the description box so that you can find your pile of cards for the day. All right, for those of you who chose the blue sandstone, we've got the Three of Wands, the Devil, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, I always say don't get freaked out about the Devil. It just means there's something that's rising in pressure and energy in your inside of you probably that it leads to change. So you may be bedeviled by something. There's something that I feel like with the Three of Wands there, it suggests to me that it's taking a long time. You're watching and you're waiting, and it's taking a long time, and that's worrying you with this Nine of Wands. The Three of Wands is an interesting card. It's about putting effort into something. Those wands are efforts, they're goals, they're steps along toward a goal. Energy put into something, waiting for that ship to come in. That man is actually looking at merchant vessels coming in. So that man's actually a merchant, and he's waiting for his cargo to come in. And he's worrying a bit because it's been a while. But you know what this Nine of Wands is telling me? The Nine of Wands is about being guarded, being worried in a more troubling sense. Like worried that you're going to get hit with another one of those wands. That's what that is. You know, you've got your last wand. You're not down and out by any means. You are hanging in there. But that Nine of Wands is sort of like, I'm worried I'm going to get hit by something bad coming in. You know what? I think this setting, this set of cards is saying you can choose the way you wait. You can choose if you're going to wait in positive expectation with acknowledgement of the good things that you've done and the effort you've put in and time you have invested. Now this man is facing the rising sun. You know, he is not, it's a little, he's more anticipating than worrying. He's anticipating that his hard work will pay off. And he's saying, these are my goals. This is where I'm going. You know, this is where I've been going. And here it comes, you know. Now this man is waiting, like I said, with a negative expectation. He's like, when is the other shoe going to drop? You know, he's hanging in there, but he doesn't look entirely sure he can hang in there through the Ten of Wands, you know, which is the completion card. So, of course he can. Of course he can, though. Look at this. He's 8 battles and 1 in his hand, right? 8 golds down and 1 on his hand. He's got it. Of course he can. But, you know, it's just been a little bit difficult. It's been difficult. It's been hard on him. So he's tempted to think of the negative. I think the Devil card is absolutely optional in your case, where you don't have to be bedeviled because you can have a positive expectation. You can look back on your past and say, boy, you know, this went well for me. That went well. I did this right. I've learned this. Sure, I had that trouble in the past, but from that, I learned this and this and this. And frankly, in more recent years, I haven't had that kind of problem. You know, I have grown. I've gone forward. So I think you really are encouraged to have a positive expectation that gives some credit to yourself and gives some credit to the universe too. And then you don't need to have either of these. You don't need to feel bedeviled while you're waiting for your manifestation. All right. For those of you who chose the copper, we have got the 4. Oh, we've got 4 by accident. And they're all minor arcana, okay? So just because we have 4 doesn't mean that we've got some big shifts today. But look at these cards. They're nice cards. They're good cards. Okay. I think they may be different aspects of this time for you. So the 9 of Cups is the wish card. That's the wealthy merchant. He is satisfied. He is satisfied. He's got some fulfillment there. He's satisfied with who he is, you know? He's like, yes, yes. Thank you very much. I have succeeded. He's like that. So is the 9 of Coins woman. She doesn't really care who notices. She's just out enjoying her garden. And that's the self-made person, the self-made woman, the self-made man. This person has earned some security and stability, and she is able to enjoy it. Now that 9 of Coins woman, she comes up, doesn't necessarily mean that everybody listening to this reading is wealthy or has a lot of money. They may. But the 9 of Coins lady, she is an attitude. She is all about acknowledging the stability that has been built. And it can be stability financially. It can be stability in health. It can be stability in routines. It can be stability in the interpersonal connections you have. It can be, it's sources of stability that are conducive to good health. And just the idea that one can enjoy that. Not worry. See, this is a little bit of worry with this card. Not worry, but enjoy what is there. And with the ease that she experiences, she actually expands her sense of abundance. So it may be good to even get outside today for some of you and just walk around and enjoy that. The 4 of Coins suggests to me that there's a little bit of uncertainty, a little feeling of uncertainty that's probably unfounded with the 4 of Coins. The 4 of Coins, this man hangs on to his security. He may feel somewhat threatened for some reason or another. We don't know why, but he obviously has it. And with the 9 of Coins and the 9 of Cups, that's suggesting to me that this reading is saying you do have every reason to relax today, enjoy your day. You do have enough stability to do that. The 6 of Cups is about nostalgia. So that can be about enjoying somebody you've known for a long time, or an interaction with a child, interaction with someone. But you know, I'm seeing on the left side of this reading, these cards are all great. There's nothing wrong with these cards. But on the left side of the reading is the potential for our thoughts to get in the way of enjoying what we've built. Because this is insecurity. This is, okay, I have enough right now, but I don't know about later. And that, we don't need to do that. I mean, what's that going to help? That's not going to help us. And this can be looking back at a time it can be with regret or longing or something like that. Or, you know, looking back and studying our past in a way that is anxiety producing with this card. In a way that, you know, we're highlighting some negatives. So I do see the temptation here to worry, the temptation to, you know, like when I say relax and enjoy and take ease, sometimes there's something that can rise up in a person and say, oh, but what if? Oh, but what if? Oh, but what if I relax and I miss this? Oh, but what if I'm too relaxed about it and I create this problem? That kind of thing. Oh, but I was relaxed. I was not taking things seriously enough in 1990, and that's when this happened, and that's why that happened. And, you know, see, that could be nostalgia and 4 of Coins together. Something like that, you know. So I think that this reading is saying we don't need, there's absolutely no reason, these cards are good, there's absolutely no reason to worry today. It doesn't benefit anything. There's no reason to put a block a stumbling block between you and ease and enjoyment of what you've built and satisfaction with yourself. This is satisfaction with yourself too. It's like, hey, I've done a good job. It's like that. I'm pleased with myself. It's like that. So there's no reason to put a stumbling block in the way of that. It doesn't keep things bad from happening. It doesn't. There's no indication that you're in danger of that right now anyway. So just, enjoying what we've built, recognizing our own contributions to that, allowing ourselves to have our wish, it strengthens us. It strengthens us. We have this way of thinking like it will take away from the future, and that's not usually true at all. It just usually strengthens us. We've got the Dalmatian stone, the jasper. So for that one, we've got the 8 of Wands, the Queen of, oh boy, you got water and you've got Wands. Lovely. Queen of Cups and Knight of Cups. All right, no major arcana here, so probably not a huge shift, but very nice energy. So that Queen of Cups she is calm. She is content. She is, there may be deeper emotional mysteries happening there that she's not sharing with everybody, and there may be some complexity going on under the surface, but she has self-control. She's in charge. The waters can rush by, and she is just fine. She can be nurturing. She can be compassionate. So this is your energy today. She's very insightful. She's good at reading others' emotions. She's good at knowing the right thing to say. So that's your energy, which is lovely energy, even though we have a lot moving forward in all in a good direction. Don't worry if you're busy. It's all going forward, so that's fine. This Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups. Okay, I'm led to say two different things. For some of you, the Knight of Cups is going to be about someone trying to come in and play on your emotions. Maybe try to make a good impression or try to use their emotional insight and their intuition, which is pretty good because they have cups, to play on your feelings. So in one way or another. For some of you, that's the case, but you are the master. You see through that. You know what that is. You do not feel compelled to do what they want you to do unless that's what you decide you want to do. So for some of you, there's someone coming through that's a little manipulative. That'll just be water that rushes by. For some of you, this can be a suitor. It can be somebody who's looking very good, but underneath it, you're not quite, don't buy it completely, You got to check out the Knight of Cups. See what's underneath. Because, see, all these Cups figures are very emotionally astute. They have good interpersonal skills. They're good at leaving the impression they want to leave. They're good at reading other people and using that usually for the good. If they're so mature like this Queen and nurturing, they'll use that for the good. But once in a while, you'll get a Cups person who uses that for their own benefit. So I think there's a little bit of, if there's somebody like that coming into your environment or talking to you or messaging you or something like that, you may want to be aware, but you are. Don't worry. The Queen of Cups is absolutely aware. She's better. She's better at that, at understanding that than this guy is. For some of you, this is simply going to be a good message. Sometimes, see, the Knight is the messenger, the Page is the messenger. So sometimes the Knight is just bringing good tidings too. And there's nothing, to worry about with him at all. So it looks like a good day. Things are moving forward in the right direction. You're keeping your cool. Hopefully there's contentment there too, but there's certainly depth of understanding. All right. And for those of you who chose the Lapis Lazuli, we have the Two of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Knight of Swords. Very interesting. The Judgment card's your major arcana. That's the heart of your reading. And that is saying you have enlightened judgment today. You have good decision-making power today. You have the ability to see things clearly. An angel really may be helping you with that today. And I think it's important. I think you have that because there's a couple of options you're considering for today. Do I focus more on this goal or do I focus more on that goal? And maybe you're even exploring your options for the future, because this man has the world in his hands. So you may even be exploring your options, like trying to make a decision. Am I moving more toward this way? Am I moving more toward that way? I really like the Two of Wands for exploring our options because it acknowledges that the energy, wands are energy, so it acknowledges the energy can draw us, and we can go with that. You know, we can ask ourselves, what do I feel more drawn to? What is drawing me? What seems more interesting? What's more fulfilling? What brings more energy and enthusiasm? And that should figure in to our decision making for the future. So if there's a decision for you to be made, whether it's a large one or a small one, you'll have great clarity about that today. For some of you, it's just about, what am I doing today? You know, the Knight of Swords. Now, where does he fit in here? He can simply be charging ahead with your plan. There's the sword is intellect, planning, insight. You know, it can sometimes speech. It can be charging ahead with that. But yet you have good decision-making power here. See, the Knight of Swords, he's not really making his own decisions so much. He's following orders. He's not completely mature. He's not he doesn't always take all of the repercussions into account before he charges forward with a plan. I feel like these are two different people here. So the Knight of Swords could be somebody in your environment that is sort of charging ahead, maybe even verbally aggressive a bit, think they know. They certainly are confident, but it's not based upon a mature understanding of the situation. So, yeah. So this Knight of Swords, it could be somebody challenging. Don't worry. You're going to have every insight for how to deal with that person in the appropriate way. That's going to be just fine. In fact, I don't even think you're distracted from your weighing of options and considering what you want to do here today. Yeah, so I wouldn't worry about that because this card is so good. Like you're going to sail through it. Like, yes, it's going to be fine. The Knight of Swords, if that's more your energy, this is a plan you're bringing forward, and you may be halfway there. Or this could be a bit of a, aggressive kind of energy coming up in you as well. Like, charge. I want to charge forward. I want to get this done. I want to, execute my plan. I want to. In which case, I think this card and this card may have you slowing down a bit today to explore your options and to look inside and ask yourself, but what feels right to me? What's most rewarding to me? What brings me life and energy? Yeah, that could be for some of you, because this Knight of Swords, they go forward with their plan and their emotion has nothing to do with it. Other people's emotions have nothing to do with it. But you know what? When we're thinking about how we want to spend our time or our days or, what our goals are, how we experience the pursuit of those is everything. We're not likely to be successful in a plan that we have no enthusiasm for. Yeah, we want things to be life-giving. So for some of you, this is about slowing down, taking a step back, and exploring your options with that question in mind, rather than simply going along the preset path that intellectually you've thought makes sense, purely intellectually. All right. In any case, you've got good decision-making power today. You've got good clarity today. Listen and receive. All right. Thank you so very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.